Whoa, good evening, everybody. It's Thursday night. It's a very, very big day here in Philadelphia. Just a couple more days closer to the Super Bowl. Of course, I'm your host, Big Mike, aka Mike Loro. We are here live. Big Mike's 4 for 4 Sports Locker Room Podcast is now live. And we got a whole lot to cover, man. Hopefully later on, I got some of the other hosts here on out of the box. Pop it on. We'll have to wait and see. I did send out the invites. If not, it'll just be me and you. Let's have a blast, guys. I'll tell you what, it is definitely on and popping here in Philly. The excitement is just building to a crescendo. You can just feel it. Every day as you get closer and closer, as we get to 625 or 618 or whatever number they picked this year for kickoff for the Super Bowl. I personally can't wait. This is going to be a culmination, I think, of a really good season. And alrighty, there's Eileen checking in. Let's go. Yes. I'm hoping to have the Empire State Building, the Chicago, the Sears Tower. Light them all up, green and white, after Sunday night, man. Light them all up. But I'm sitting back, and I've been listening to these talking heads all week. All around. They've been doing interviews like crazy, right? Can you guys give Jalen Hurts his respect, please? Like, stop. Just stop. The guy is 16-1 this year. If it was any other quarterback in this league, they would be praised. If it was Joe Burrows at 16-1 as a starter, oh my God, they'd be building statues of him in Cincinnati. And everybody, these national pundits would have little Joe Burrow statues lined up right in front of him. But because it's Jalen Hurts, it's got to be it's the narrative, right? To be honest with you, not when he wins the Super Bowl, because I think the Eagles are the better team. Plain and simple. And I'm tired of this AFC bias too. Like, really, what great teams were in the AFC this year? What great teams? Yeah, Kansas City, who's good. Yes. They're good. Cincinnati's good. Yes. Buffalo. Three teams out of the AFC that was good. 3. Other than that, they're all bottom feeders. Over here, you had the Eagles, you had the Niners, you had the Cowboys. The Giants had a pretty good year. I'll even take the Giants out of it. So I want to know, where is all this? Yo, what's going on, Bleeds? TJ in the house. What's up with all this bias to the AFC that they had some sort of like hellacious, vaunted conference? They had 3 good teams, just like the NFC did. I mean, come on, give me a damn break. I'm tired of this AFC bias. Oh, well, the NFC was down this year. I'll go back and take a look at it. There was no teams with losing records making the playoffs. Like, I'm really, after Buffalo, what great teams are in the damn, after the top 3 teams, Kansas City, Cincinnati, and Buffalo, who is really great in the AFC? I'll wait. Nobody. But you guys want to throw shade on the Eagles and go, oh, they didn't play anybody. I mean, if you take a look at it, there was 3 games played between the top 3 teams of the AFC, and there was 3 games played against the top 3 teams in the NFC. The Eagles played Dallas twice and played the 49ers. Kansas City played. They all played each other. Like, give me a break. I'm tired of this AFC bias. Like the AFC is just so much better. Paul Spencer checking in says, who wins the MVP award tonight? But ultimately, the prize is a Lombardi. Well, the way the curse has been, whoever's won the MVP has not won the Lombardi. So, and if that's the case, Patrick Mahomes, by God, buddy, have it. So, Bleeds checks in. He says the only real advantage the Chiefs have is Andy, and they have been there recently. Yeah. What's going on, Big Mike? Wolverine. That's my buddy Mike. He's a big Huge. He's a big, huge Michigan Wolverine fan and Indianapolis Colts fan. So I'm glad he's checking in. But yeah, man, there's our boy from the Big Blue Power Hour, Dan. You play who you play. They are in the Super Bowl. So can't say, oh, they play one now or now one. Right, Danny. Danny's chopping right on the bets. I know Danny ain't gonna be rooting for my birds, but it's cool. Strikes the Blue says you also have the jersey curse. 15 out of the last 18 teams that weren't white have won. Oh, okay. Well, then that's not boding well for us because we got our midnight greens on. But the Eagles are 1-1 with their midnight greens on. So I'm cool with that. I'll take that chance. Listen, but good luck. That's okay, Danny. Listen, to be honest with you, the last time the Giants were in, I actually rooted for them because I hated the Patriots that much. So yeah, I did kind of root for the Giants to win that second Super Bowl. But I'm just sick of this whole narrative, and I'm sorry. You know what? If I'm Jalen Hurts, when the Eagles win that Super Bowl, and I'm sorry, I'm confident. I think the Eagles are going to win because I think the Eagles are the better team. Not saying Kansas City's not a good team. They're just not the better team in this. The Eagles are a complete team. And we're going to break it down as we get along in this hour here. I just feel the Eagles are better along the lines. They're better up front on both lines. Okay, Kansas City's got a good line, but they got a good interior line. Their tackles are garbage. Orlando Brown and Wisely, they're garbage. Hassan Reddick's going to eat. Best believe that. So if you guys we'll get into prop bets a little later on from looking around looking from like DraftKings and some other ones. Look around, man. I'll tell you. There's some great prop bets you got coming in. But I mean, it just blows my mind. I've been listening to these national guys. Chris Sims, who's been dead wrong all year, refuses to back off. He went to say to himself, oh, well, now, oh, yeah, I was wrong, but he's not a top 10 quarterback. Like, come on. Really? He's not a top 10 quarterback? He's 16-1. 16-1. Like, I don't care. Your record is who your record says it is. You know? And that's why it kills me. It just sucks we have to put up with the yellow end zone the Chiefs have. That's all right, man. Hey, look. You got one end zone that's going to be that. The trench is deep, and we own the trench. Bleed, you ain't lying on that one. Like, I don't know, man. Like I said, I think Kansas City's got an okay offensive line. They got a decent line. But that's their center and their two guards. They're going to be all right, but they're going to have their hands full too because that Eagles defensive line is going to have a heavy rotation. Heavy rotation coming in there. So without Tyreek, the Eagles can pin their ears back and not look behind them. Helps the front seven get the Mahomes. True. And plus, too, like, Mahomes reminds me, and if you go back and watch that Tampa, what Tampa did to him a couple of years ago, dude, they came right up the gut at him. They forced him to make decisions quick and throw the ball when he didn't want to. And I'll tell you what, I think Jonathan Gannon's, I think he's going to blitz a lot more than they're leading on to. Because I think they're going to test out to see if that ankle's still, I know he's had a couple of weeks to rest, but he also played on it too and was walking around kind of gingerly. So, Bleed said, let's play some Rocky music and kick their ass. I think that place is going to go, it's going to be ape. All right, Fear. Glad that you're checking in. But yeah, man, listen, this is how I'm looking at this, man. Like, I'm just so tired of this whole AFC bias when they only had 3 good teams themselves in the whole damn conference. I don't want to hear who else was good in that conference. I'll wait. Like, Danny says, don't let Mahomes run the call over and expect plays. His ankle will limit him, as I'm guessing. Yeah, I think that's going to be a big one. But compared to, I was doing my research coming up for today's show, man. Rob Hefner, oh, yeah. Our boy from Vegas is checking in. Our man, the mayor of Vegas, Rob Hefner. You can catch him every Saturday night right here on Out of the Box. 10 o'clock, him and Kenny Fry breaking down the Las Vegas sports scene. Definitely make sure you guys check them out. Yeah, I was doing the looking at the numbers, and like between both of their tackles, it's like astonishing. The one that Reddick's going against, Wiley, he's given up like 50, 54, 55 pressures, and has given up like 10 sacks. So, Bleed says Bengals and Chiefs were good. That's it. Yeah, I'm kind of buying that too because, to be honest with you, I thought Buffalo was kind of like Buffalo and Dallas kind of reminded me of the same team almost. They're almost the same level. I think Dallas is on the same level as them. Dave Yarnell, speaking of Dallas, our boy Dave Yarnell checking in from them 215 boys. But I mean, like, this is what I don't get. Like, say we even match them up. We put Dallas number 3, Buffalo number 3. You know, Buffalo got a lot more love than the Cowboys got this year, if you're really kind of looking at it. I mean, as far as being a top-notch team or being a top-tier team, and to me, I don't think there's much of a difference between them. My boy, Boyle, checking in, my boy Mike Boyle. Brother, no matter who wins, I believe we're going to see one of the best Super Bowls in a very long time. I believe that to be true, although I think it's going to be good for a half. I'm going to get into my predictions later, but the Eagles don't have to look forward in what they did a year ago. Okay, they neutralized Travis Kelce a year ago in their matchup that was played in South Philly. They neutralized. Travis Kelce had like 4 catches. He had like 4 catches for I don't know, probably like 60 yards or something. He didn't do nothing against the Birds. It was Tyreek Hill who killed the Eagles. All right. Mike says, I think it's going to be a close game for a while, but the Eagles will wear them down. We're kind of right on that page. Bleed says, I think they'll try to neutralize Kelce and Chris Jones in the middle. I think so too. I think Chris Jones is going to be a non-factor. He said, well, the Cowboys had Dak. Well, the Bills had Josh Allen. So, little off topic. Thoughts on Favre suing McAfee and Sharp for defamation allegations? Brett needs money, dude. He got to pay back that lawsuit for stealing money off all them people. There's our boy DeJohn. He was on here last night with Paul doing the college football frenzy. Sorry about that, guys. I couldn't make it yesterday. I was a little under the weather. So, but I got in. I was paying attention to them guys talking, which, by the way, another 2 weeks, we'll be back on doing that show. We got it all covered here, dude. We talk college football. We do that. We talk, pro football. Can't wait, man. This station's just expanding. This network's just expanding, dude. It's great. It's great to be a part of it on the ground floor. Hopefully, Paul renews my contract. Him and my producer, they got to make sure that they, renew us. But pause. Pepsi, Zero, not a sponsor. How about Michael Irvin getting taken off the air for grabbing a chick's butt? Wow, I did not hear nothing about that. Bleeds. Might have to do a little investigation on that. Playmaker trying to make a play there. Oh man, that's crazy. Although I did watch his interview the other night with Jalen Hurts, and I thought Michael Irvin gave a great interview. I know we kind of kill him here in Philly because he's an ex-Cowboy. But you know what, though? Out of all the ex-Cowboys, I think that dude gets it the most between Eagles and Cowboys. I think he gets it the most. I really do. I think him and Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith, 20 years, the guy's been retired for a decade, already in the Hall of Fame, and every time Eagle fans see him, they just ride him. And you know what? If you asked any Eagle fan, they would tell you that's probably the one Cowboy they probably respected the most. And I somebody brought that up to Emmitt, and he goes, you know what? He goes, yeah, they robbed me. He goes, but you know what? He goes, every Eagle fan that I ever talked to always said, we hated playing against you. We hated rooting against you. But, man, he goes, you were good. And we have a lot of respect for you. So Emmitt was. And, he was a likable. I mean, if there was a likable Cowboy, it was Emmitt Smith, because Emmitt Smith didn't talk trash. Like Michael Irvin talked trash. So, just some of the, like I said, I had to get that off my chest about this narrative about the AFC. Yeah, he was taken off air on Super Bowl opening night right after he talked to Slay. Oh, wow. Wow. Contract renewed, brother, as soon as I get over this food poisoning. Nice. There you go. I guess my contract's renewed. I ain't going nowhere. Yeah, right. Upper management would kick my you-know-what if I went anywhere else. But anyway, yeah, I just got sick of hearing about this. Like, it's like the Eagles are a part of this Super Bowl. And it's like, yeah, well, they were the best, they had a good record, but, the the Chiefs finished with the same record. So we're just going to talk all about the Chiefs. And that's what it's been. And I'm sitting there going, what have the Chiefs done that's so spectacular? You know, both of them blew out the 49ers. If you look at common opponents, they both played the 49ers. They both blew out the 49ers, which, by the way, 49ers fans, shut up and go get a rag. I'm tired of hearing your players. Oh, well, if we would have had this. Oh, if we would have had one more quarterback, we'd have won. Well, you didn't. Go blame your general manager. Go knock on John Lynch's door. Because he had Josh Johnson backing up Brock Purdy. You know, you want somebody to blame? How about blaming Kyle Shanahan? Like, come on, this game's almost been over 2 weeks, and you got 49ers players crying. Brandon Ayuk, Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, shut up. You didn't do nothing. You were on the field. Oh, we were handcuffed. Again, blame your general manager. Like, God, I never saw such, and the thing about it is, I really have respect for 49er fans. And I know quite a few of them personally. And some of them have been great. Some of them have been great. Like, yo, great game. Y'all deserve to win. Good luck in the bowl. But, man, I'm about to order me a case of Kleenex to send out to that city in the West Coast so they can dry their eyes. I never seen a football team with the woulda, coulda, shoulda, if. My God. Talk about living rent-free. This Eagles team is rent-free in that team's head. No, the problem was their fan base and that team came in here cocky thinking they were going to do something, and they got the hell beat out of them. The baddest offense, the baddest defense in the line, yeah, the baddest defense, my ass. Go back and look at that first series. That offensive line was blowing them 4 yards off the ball. And they want to complain, oh, well, Devontae didn't catch it. Well, your stupid coach ain't thrown the challenge flag. You have a challenge flag. They called it a catch. He had a good job of covering it up. Ain't our fault. God, I never heard such a whiny fan base. 2 weeks after the game, and they're still whining. Now the players are even worse. Somebody, please, in the Bay Area, pick up a collection, huh? Ayuk, Samuel, and McCaffrey, they need some tissues. Like, Jesus God, what would have happened? Like, I'm sorry. Trey Lance is unproven. Their best shot to beat the Eagles a week and a half ago would have been with Jimmy G. That would have been their best option. Brock Purdy wasn't hurt when he got in that game. He got hurt. Oh, I think he's right. He doesn't care who wins. Same thing with Bosa. Bosa talked all that crap and got shut down by Lane Johnson, who's playing at 80%. 76ers got a baller with Jalen McDaniels. Yeah. I was going to touch on that, but Sixers I'll get back to next week. This is Super Bowl week. They lost last night to Boston. Very close game with the number 1 seeded Celtics. I can definitely. But now we're talking Super Bowl. This is where we got to break down. So my last thing I'm saying about the 49ers is you lost. Get over it. We'll see you in September. I'll see you at the draft. Which, by the way, guys, the draft is in Kansas City. And if you go to Philly Sports Trips, I highly recommend it. They have sports trips everywhere. Make sure you go there, check them out. I did the Washington trip this year with Philly Sports Trips. It was unbelievable. They have packages for everything. Make sure you definitely go check them out. And I'll tell you what, that spread in their tailgate, second to none. Second to none. Now we're going to get on to the Super Bowl here. And I really want to break this down as far as the lines. And what I've been seeing with this line, especially the offensive line of the Chiefs, they are pretty tough. Like I said, as I was saying earlier, they're pretty tough in the middle, but they're also real open against the blitz. If you can hide your blitz well, I believe you can definitely force Mahomes into some situations where he doesn't want to be in. Now, I don't know if Avonte Maddox is out. I know he was in a boot as of after the last game. I haven't seen anything where they've ruled him out yet. I think it'll be close to a game time decision. I would love to see them use Avonte Maddox to try and take him out. I'm not worried about the wide receivers for the Kansas City Chiefs. You put Slay and Bradbury, you tell them these are your guys, lock them down. And I think they're going to lock them down. I'm not worried about Scanling. That guy's horrible. That dude's got feet for hands. I'm not worried about him. You worried about Juju? No. You're able to move. You'll be able to move Gardner Johnson. And if you have guys like either Epps or Blankenship in there, you can move them down and you can kind of concentrate on taking Kelsey away. I think you take Kelsey away, it's going to be a long day for Mahomes. He's got to hold the ball a lot longer, which gives your defensive line time to eat. And I don't know, man. The way I'm going, looking at this, it's going to be a very long. I think it's going to be a long afternoon for Patrick Mahomes and that Chiefs offense. I don't see him scoring a ton of points. I really don't. Like a lot of people got these guys. Like I've seen things. The funniest one is the one that the script is leaked, and they said the Eagles win 37-34. Which, by the way, if you go on all the betting sites, that is the lowest score on any of the sites. I found that really funny. Nope, Tony's out. I don't think he's playing. He's out. So, or I believe he's out. They're saying he's not going to be able to play. He was one of the ones that was out. Him and Hartman are not going to be in. But even still, I'm not worried about Kadarius Toney either. To me, he's a one-trick pony. Yeah. Oh, Toney is in. Hartman's out. Okay. Well, they were saying as of yesterday, it was unsure whether he was going to play. I'm not worried about Kadarius Toney either. The only way to really take Kelsey out is to get Patrick on the ground. Yeah, you can. Huge matchup, Orlando Brown versus Reddick. I'll take Orlando Brown as garbage. I will take Reddick all day in that matchup. But that's our boys checking in from the 215 boys. Checking in. Like I said, I just like the Eagles. I just like the Eagles on the front, on both sides of the ball. You know, the Eagles are going to pound that defense. They're going to pound that defense. They're going to run the hell out of the ball. So, the way I'm looking at it, and I'm being dead serious, the way I'm looking at this, man, it's going to be. I think if Mahomes can extend plays, he can definitely keep the Chiefs in it. But I don't see him being able to. I just think whenever he goes up against a team that's got a very good defensive line and corrals him, he has trouble. He has trouble trying to find people. And I'll tell you what, the one area I'm kind of scared about with the Eagles is McKinnon and Pacheco coming out of the backfield. Madden has you guys winning it. Well, that's only a simulation. You know, but I'm very worried about those backs coming out of the backfield, especially against Kazir White and Edwards. You know, I like TJ Edwards. I'm not going to lie. I like him. But his plays kind of went down over the second part of the season. Kazir White started out red hot here. Same thing. He kind of faded off into the sunset here. Now, what the Eagles could do, and I kind of hope they would, if they're smart, when they go, you know, it's an obvious passing down, you take them guys off, you put the Kobe Dean in. The Kobe Dean is, you know, he's lighter, he's faster. You could probably stay up with them. Eileen says, I don't want to see crybaby Tony win a Super Bowl ring. I don't think any Giants fan wants to see Kadarius Toney win a Super Bowl ring. KC was number one in the NFL and throwing to the backs. Right. That's the only thing you got to worry about. As on that, I have the Cowboys win the Super Bowl every year with Cooper Rush. What's the matter? Paul's already. You trying to trade Dak already, Paul? Or I don't know, man. That's a crazy situation too. Well, I'll touch on that some other time. Holy cow! Mike McCarthy's taking over. Pause. Man, that's crazy. He's taking over play calling. God help the Cowboys. Although they did bring in Scott Linehan, so that should help out a little bit. I think Linehan will definitely run the ball more. Problem is, though, who are they going to have to back up Zeke? Because I think Pollard's out of there. Even with him getting hurt and breaking his ankle, I think Pollard's going. So, but yeah, this Super Bowl, like I said, I'm not worried about the matchups with their wide receivers because I think our secondary can definitely shut them down. I like Mike McCarthy's West Coast, but offense. Oh, it was Brian Schottenheimer they brought in? Oh, why did I thought it was Scott Linehan for some odd reason? I just heard his name once somewhere. I thought it was the Cowboys. All right. So, you got Schottenheimer in there? He's all right. He might. I don't know. But I'm not a huge fan of him. But, yeah, if you're looking at the way that Kansas City can move the ball on this Eagles defense, definitely with screens. You know, Andy loves his screens. So your linebackers and your defensive ends are going to have to be a little weary a little bit, you know. Don't forget the NFL honors start in 30 minutes. Well, there you go, guys. About a half hour. As soon as you're done watching me, flip it over and watch the honors and watch Patrick Mahomes win the MVP. Unless they decide to give it to Jalen just so the Eagles can lose. But I doubt it. Now, question for you guys. If you're laying some shekels down on the game, you know, what are some of the prop bets that you guys are looking for in this game? You know, I was talking with Paul Spencer from them 215 boys. He's pretty much given me a good one. And I think he said it was on DraftKings. It was either DraftKings or FanDuel, he told me. Is the opening kickoff going out of bounds? The max bet is $500 on it. He said it's about 99% sure. I'm kind of willing to throw some money on that. But my luck, the way it's been this football season, if I put like $300-400 on this thing, you best believe somebody's going to catch it and run it out. And it won't be a touchback. So I don't know how I'm going to look at that yet. But he told me, he said it's like 99%, you know, last 7 Super Bowls, opening kickoffs going as a touchback. So you can look at that. Oh, touchback, not out of bounds. FanDuel, 99.9 guaranteed. There you go. So if you're looking to, you know, do that, Drake dropped $70K on the Chiefs today. Hey, I'm glad. I got Nick as the first coach to dance on the sidelines for $25. I have yet to see. What the hell was that one on? They have bets on. You know, Andy ain't doing no dancing. Oh, and what do they consider a dance? You know? Oh, Jesus. My question is, though, guys, who do you guys like for MVP in this game? That's what I want to know. Who do you guys think is going to win the MVP of this game? You know, I would love. I might go out of the box on this one, no pun intended. I've put money on Hassan Reddick. He was at 34-1. So I threw $10 on it. But I've seen some other ones that are pretty good. I'm looking to lose some money, some money on Sunday because I'm not sure I won't win a single thing. I just got to look at his donations. Ro Harris, what's up, Ro? Welcome in. But Spanky, Travis needs to show Jason how to dance. Spank is my friend. She is a Chiefs fan. Deanne, I love you to death. Good luck on Sunday. Jason Kelce, MVP. Kelce, a lineman? What color is the Gatorade at the end of the game? That's a good one. Go with orange. They always seem to dump the orange on the coach. I don't know why. I think if Mahomes can get the ball out fast to Kelce, they may have a chance to win. We will see. Yeah, that's going to be the only person I think he can throw the ball to. Because I don't think he's going to be able to get the ball to anybody else. Them wideouts stink. Especially with them not having Hartman in there. So I'm not worried about it. I think Slay and Bradbury can take him away. And if Maddox plays, that's another wide receiver that can be taken away. So, but yeah, some of these bets have been kind of crazy. Of course, they always have the heads or tails bets every year. So it's been interesting to see, man. Oh, Stacy from the Big Blue Power Hour was checking in. Oh, look, shocker. Go Chiefs. Another disgruntled Giants fan. McKinnon will get plenty of touches. I think so, too. McKinnon's really good out the backfield. Like, that's a guy. Paul Spencer says, I have the Chiefs +4 for 500, and Eagles money line is 750. But long shot MVP, Pacheco. But QBs or Kelsey. Yeah, I'm going to go outside the box a little bit, man. Look at Kenny Gainwell. That's all I'm going to say. This is a Kenny Gainwell type game. And right now, Kenny Gainwell is sitting in, I believe it was DraftKings. He was 145-1 odds. So think about that for a second. 145-1. Not bad. Not bad at all. So if you want to throw a couple shekels up on that, you probably could. But hey, I mean, throwing that kind of money up, does the Star Spangled Banner go over 2 minutes? I don't know, Dave. Who is singing the Star Spangled Banner? I know. Well, I'll tell you right now, if it's an R&B artist or a country singer, take the over. So, God, I'm trying to think of who else. Yeah, I'm trying to remember who is singing the. Trying to remember who is doing the national anthem. I know Rihanna's the halftime show. Which, by the way, there should be a bet. Will there be skin shown during it? Chris Stapleton. Okay. I have no idea who he is. He must be one of them country guys. So, we will see a titty at the will we see a titty at the halftime show? Possibility. Probably gonna see a lot of ass though, because that girl's nothing but leg and ass. I was hoping Rihanna has a wardrobe malfunction. Bleeds you and about 50 million men around the country. Philly special plus 3,800 right now. That's only $38. That's only 38-1. Thought that'd be much higher. 38-1. You got just as much as seeing that as you see Hassan Reddick win an MVP. You think Hassan Reddick's, it was 5,000. Yeah, now it's down to 3,800. So that's dropping, which means some idiot's going to throw a touchdown pass that shouldn't be throwing one. But still, jump on it anyway. If you get a chance to, why not? Dave, Janet Jackson's not showing up. I don't know, man. Janet Jackson's probably like in her late 50s, early 60s by now. I don't think too many people would want to see that anyway. But Rihanna, yeah, you definitely. She's always, even in her regular concerts, she's got like at least one cheek hanging out. So it's a country. Oh, that guy's a country singer, Chris Stapleton. Okay, well then, yeah, you already know it's going to be over 2 minutes. Them boys, they got to get their pride in. So, oh boy, let's just hope that a wide receiver screen is not on the play card. For us or for Andy? Because Andy likes throwing them things too. For us, I don't think so. I think they're going to attack downfield. I really do. I think they're going to attack in the air and they're going to run the ball. They're going to take their shots. They're going to pick and choose when they take their shots. Don't be surprised, guys. If you have a couple extra shekels and you want to throw it on one, throw it on Quez Watkins catching a touchdown. Watch out for Sky Moore. Yeah, he's fast. He might be able to return one on a kickoff. I'm sorry. I like our secondary. Our secondary can lock people down. Sky Moore's fast. He is fast, but I've seen him be wide open and drop balls too. That's why he's not been getting the playing time. So I don't know, man. I just don't see them scoring. I don't see Kansas City scoring a lot of points. I don't. I think they're going to have a tough time trying to score. I just think the Eagles' defensive rotation, the way those lines, that line's going to constantly stay fresh, going in, battling against. And I'm sorry, I don't believe what defense. Jalen hasn't thrown a decent ball since he got hurt. True, he hasn't, but they haven't needed him to. As long as he doesn't turn the ball over, this is the key. The Eagles play a clean game. Don't turn the ball over. They're winning. I mean, you can't turn the ball over and do like you did in Dallas and give them three times inside your 50. Patrick Mahomes, you do that too. Dak put up 40 on you. You imagine you do that with 4 turnovers against Patrick Mahomes, he'll put up 50 on you. So, yeah, I would believe you have to keep it down. Does anybody believe that this game's going over? The 50 points? I don't see. I mean, I see it, but Jalen had some great quotes this week. I had a plan long before you guys had opinions. Yeah, this kid got a chip on his shoulder. That's another reason why, too. Yeah, is Mahomes 100% yet? If not, his ankle's not healed. He's going to have a long night. He's not healed. A high ankle sprain takes 6 to 8 weeks to heal. So I don't care what anybody's trying to say. It didn't work this hard to remain the same. Yeah, that was a great quote. And what was the other one, too? The best quote I think I heard him say was, I didn't come here to reflect. We're not finished yet. Like, to me, woo, that's a leader. That's telling you where his focus is, man. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be a homer with this. I know the Chiefs are a good team. They're just banged up. They're banged up in several different areas. And I just think it's going to be hard for them. One, I don't think they can stop the Eagles' offense. You got one guy on that line, Chris Jones. He's their only menace. Their linebackers, Andy don't believe in linebackers. Trust me, I know it very well from being an Eagles fan. They don't value the linebackers. Okay? Spagnuolo's got to bring pressure because they can't get pressure on a quarterback. They bring pressure, man. Opinions don't make deposits. Damn Skippy. Like I said, this kid got it. They both have great offenses, but they also have high-powered offense. This should be a good game. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Do they? Frank Clark? I'm not worried about Frank Clark. That dude's a goof. He's a goof. And he's probably going to be lined up over Lane. So if he's lined up over Lane, I think Mailata may have an issue with him. Like, Mailata is still trying to feel his way around, although he's been playing good. I mean, he pancaked the hell out of Bosa. That was great to see. So, but I think, between Lane and Dickerson and Sayamalo, they got to give Kelsey help with, with Davis. If they give him help with him, man, or Chris Jones, I mean, they got to give him help with Jones. If they can keep Chris Jones from getting in there, they're going to have a long – that secondary is just God. It's God awful. I mean, I look for the Eagles to have a really good offensive game, even with them throwing the ball, but I think they're going to run the ball like hell. Chiefs are not good at stopping the run. Dude, Joe Mixon with a banged-up offensive line missing, 4 or 5 linemen? Weren't they missing 4 starters off of that offensive line, Cincinnati? They were averaging. So, Dickerson's going to play. He just had a hyperextended, and they said it was about, 10 days for him to rest his hyperextension, so he's cool. 49ers might put Chris Jones over Jason Kelce to keep Kelce from pulling. Yeah, if he played for the Niners. You mean the Chiefs. Woo! But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. I really do. I think that I just like the way the Eagles match up with them. Plus, the Eagles are getting disrespected all over the place. I mean, it's obvious. If you're an Eagles fan and you're sitting back watching these shows, it's all about how the Chiefs are going to be. I mean, Christ, look at Nick Wright. Nick Wright has been more wrong about the Eagles in the postseason than any dude in history. He was wrong in 2017. He's been wrong this year. And I know he's a Chiefs homer. I'm going to call him out. Says, very important question. Where are you watching the Super Bowl? I have no idea yet, Eileen. I may be home. I may not be. I haven't decided yet what I'm doing. But if I am home, you already know where I'll be. So, with that being said, yeah, but this dude goes on there, and his whole thing, like, what Eagles game says he watched? Paul said on my 130-inch screen. Yeah, Paul ain't got like a regular normal size TV. That dude's got like a wall. He's got like a whole like big ass wall mounted TV. He's got like two of mine. So, but yeah, like getting back, like I trying to watch some of these shows, man. Like you just can't watch them because the hate is just so real. The hate is just so real. What's the other guy too? That bum that used to be a GM in New York. He was the Jets general manager. He never did nothing. What was it, Tannenbaum or whatever? That dude too. Such a hater. Hater, boy. Can't give the Eagles no love no matter what. That's why I laugh. I'm like, you know what? What can they say? Come Monday morning, if Sunday night they hoist that Lombardi trophy, all them dudes got to eat crow. And that's the first. Nick Wright is the first dude I'm tweeting at. First one. I may send him a picture of a male. I'm gonna send him a picture of a rooster and tell him he can eat that. No good. How do these dudes get jobs on major networks? Like maybe I ought to start doing it. Let me just say some outlandish shit, and hopefully it'll stick to you guys or something. Because half of these dudes, their predictions, what they talk about, I swear to God, it's like Stevie Wonder trying to watch football. Like they're not. How can you say you've watched this team over this year and look at Kansas City and watch how they played, which I have, and not tell me the Eagles are not a better team? Across the board. Is Patrick Mahomes a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts? Yes. Is Travis Kelce a better tight end than Dallas Goedert? Yes. But Dallas is closing. He's closing that gap on Kelce. Bleed says everybody hates us and we don't care. Starting to feel that way. Yeah. White Tannenbaum. That dude's horrible. What's up, Linda? My sister from another mister. Serious question for Mike and all the viewers out there. Buy 2 nosebleeds tickets to the game for $8,300 each. I sold mine for $2,400. Profit $11,000. Is that $11,000 you got? Dude, that was awesome. Hell yeah, dude! I would never go. Listen, I went to the 1-04. I'll never go to another Super Bowl again. It's overrated. You're paying 100 times the price of the seat of what it normally cost. You know, yeah, your team's in it. When I went, I happened to be one of like 8 Eagles fans that was in the New England section. Because trust me, there wasn't many New England sections down there. I will say that. When I was in Jacksonville for the 04 Super Bowl, it was what? I'm trying to remember. It's like 10-1 Eagle fans. Like that was a home game for the Eagles. So someone really put a Chiefs jersey on Rocky about an hour ago. I have no idea. But if they did, that's not going to bode well either. You don't. I wouldn't pay to go, but I would totally try to win a trip, though. Yeah, if you win a trip, and yeah, I could see you definitely going down there. Me either. I went in '95 and saw 2 parades. Overrated. Right? I think that's one thing me and Paul can agree on. Like, to me, it was just an overrated experience. You know, everything's bumped up even more. Ha! You just saw the photo, huh? Oh, there you go. Some idiot. My biggest concern going into this game is the referee interference. Well, you'll know early on, dude, who they're pulling for. Apparently, this guy, Clete Blakeman, the Chiefs are like 13-1 when he calls a game. But the Eagles are like 12-2. So he likes both teams. So, and all his games have usually been under. The Super Bowls he's been in have been under. So, I don't know. I kind of got, All right, guys. Well, listen, this is the last 15 minutes. I want to know what your predictions are. Super Bowl predictions. I'm going to give mine at the very end. I want to see what you guys are. I might be cutting off a little bit early tonight. Producer's kind of under the weather, so I'm not trying to keep him on all that long. Just wanted to come out here and do this show with you. If they let the Chiefs hold our D lineman, it's going to be an issue. Yeah, it will be. Two solid kickers for both teams. Yeah. Oh, question. Anybody playing block pools by any chance? You guys playing a block pool? Did you get any numbers? God, I can't wait to see. I did it 1 year. Matter of fact, I think it was 02. Yeah. I did the Raiders Tampa Bay, and I won 3 of the 4 quarters. I won the first quarter, the third quarter, and the fourth quarter. So it wasn't bad. But yeah, let me hear your predictions for the game. Predictions and MVP. That's what I want to hear. Let me know who you got. Or if you have somebody who's going to score a touchdown, like out of the blue. By the way, both Eagles backup tight ends, Katera and Jack Stoll, are plus 34. It's like a 34-1 chance that they catch, plus 3,400 to catch a touchdown. Please got 38-35. Wow, you think they put 35 up on that Eagles defense? Oh, I don't think they're going to put them up. I don't think they're putting 35 up. I went to Chiefs 32-30 for money, but I think it's going to be the Birds 33-29. I'll tell you what, Paul. Why don't you make it 32-29 so this way you cover on both bets and you win. MVP going to the QB. Yeah, if they put up 29 points, man, Hassan Reddick ain't going to go there. MVP to Slim Reaper. So you think Devontae's going to have the game? Nina Burke, KC 33, Birch 24, and 18 pending free agents. Okay. Elaine says 27-24. Birds. Well, I don't know, man. I'm looking at the point differentials. Mike Nuvetsky says 27-24 Eagles as well. I don't know. I'm just looking at the point differential here. And, that Kansas City defense has given up some points. But they've also scored some points. But they haven't faced a defense like the Eagles. They haven't all year long. They haven't, maybe with the exception of the 49ers, but I guess that's before the 49ers kind of turned it around. They did go out there and lay a beating on them, though. I'm not going to lie. They put up like 50 or damn near close to 50 on the Niners. So, but that was before the Niners kind of got on their roll. But they did put it up there. Them boys. Cowboys 49, Chiefs. Oh, wait, they're not playing. Eagles 33. There's always next year. There's always next year. But yeah, some of these scores. Hey, listen, I respect everybody's opinion and what they think it's going to be. I'm just going off of this Eagles defense that hasn't given up more than 7 points in a game. Now, granted, they haven't met the caliber of offense as Kansas City. They didn't go up against them. Dak just took the Chiefs. Oh, Dak took the Chiefs. You just said it live on NFL Network. Well, of course. Just asked the Giants about our D. Yeah. Stacy from Big Blue Power Hour, 34-24 Kansas City. That's another of these 27 years now. I wasn't going to bring up how long y'all been waiting. I know, listen, we waited double that time before we won our first. We waited 52 years to get a Super Bowl, so Jesus. I know, trust me, 27. You guys, Paul's going to have a shiny head by the time this is on. If they hold KC to 7 or less, I will dance in the mummer's parade. Well, I'll tell you what. If they play the same way Tampa played them a couple years ago, yeah, there's a good chance they could. Like, my prediction for the game is, I'm going to give you my prediction right now. My prediction is going to be 41-17 Eagles. And I think it's going to be kind of close. I think the Eagles pull away in the second half. But I'm not expecting the Chiefs to score in the second half. I think it's 21. I think it's 21-17 at halftime. Or maybe even 17-17 at halftime. I just don't see the Chiefs. They're not going to be able to sustain it. That Eagles offensive line is going to eat that defense up. That defense is going to be dead tired. And I don't see Patrick Mahomes scoring. I don't see them scoring more than 20 points. Excuse me. I'll be surprised if they put up more than 17. I'll be surprised. Dave Yarnall, 27 years too long. Sean Kilrain, it's our boy Killer. What's up, Killer? So, like I said, I like the Birds, man. Spanky, good luck. See you all Sunday. My prediction is that neither team over 30. Well, you're saying neither team over 30. Wow. Hey, please, you can call me a homer. I'm just going on what I see. If the Eagles win, I will sing the Eagles Fight Zone live on them 215 Boys in 2 weeks. So you're saying if the Eagles win, you're going to sing that? Do they have to win by that score, or as long as they win? I hope they win 30. Look, I hope they win 32-29, just so you can hit both of your games. Good luck, Spank. I'm saying 34-21. We play Smash Mouth. I see the defense eating sex. Well, 34-21. I'm saying 41-17. It's called respect. Well, hopefully for you, Paul, I hope it's 32. I hope it's within your frame. Whatever. As long as the Eagles win, I'll tune in, bro. Definitely. Tuesday nights, what's it, 6:30 now, Paul? On that? Just type yes or no. Matter of fact, you got to let. Yeah, that'll be awesome. He's got to sing Fly, Eagles Fly if they win the Super Bowl. Oh, hell. I will not be on that show. Yes, you will, Dave. You will sing backup. Oh, Jesus. Well, guys, listen. It's been fun, but before we leave, I'm going to give you a message from the rest of the guys over here. Them 215 boys every Wednesday night, 6:30. There you go. So, guys, I'll be back in a minute. Here's what's up. All right, Matt Klein, Eagles 31, Chiefs 21. Good luck. Go Birds. Dave will be my backup singer. You know I can't sing. I sung Celebration on our 20th. Yeah, you did. That was pretty cool. Well, guys, listen. I'm going to say it again. 41-17 Birds. Hassan Reddick is your Super Bowl MVP. Defense scores a touchdown in this game. I'm having a ball. I'm Big Mike. I will see you next Thursday. Have a good night.